Okay, Assalamualaikum Doctor. My name is Raja Latifah binti Raja Samsudin and my matric number is 182220. So today I would like to explain how am I going to create a new blockbuster drug. So why we need drugs? Of course that drug is treating a disease. So what disease, what drug or what disease is need to be cured? So once we know that certain disease, we know the mechanical of action of the disease, we know the process, so somehow we know how to cure or what things need to be put or what things need to be done to in order to cure this disease. So once we already know the MOA, then somehow then we need to find what the hit compound or lead compound that somehow show the properties of curing this disease. So once we find out this hit compound, then we need to test it whether this compound is really working on this disease or not. So first thing first, for testing, once we already have the lead compound, we need to test it. So for testing, we have two types, which is first we test it with the in vivo or in vitro testing, like we use the cells, we use the animal first, how whether this disease showing any good benefits towards the disease. So once the lead compound show the therapeutic effect or the curing or the effect of the drugs. So after we already first testing with the in vitro and vivo, we proceed with the clinical testing, which is this clinical testing consists of like 3 to 4 phase. Like first phase is the we test it on the normal people, like without any disease, and to see how this drug working. And for the second trial, we try it to a small group of patients and see how whether this drug is working on the patient or not. And the third trial is we gather a large amount of patient and we see again whether this drug is really working to all patient or not. So for the first clinical trial is actually after we market the drug. So like we continuing observing whether once the drug is in the market. So like we continue observing like the drug have and give any adverse effect or not towards other population that try to consume or try to take the drugs. So once we get all the when all the clinical trial shows the benefits, show the positive effect, so we proceed then to gain regulatory approval from government or FDA. Once FDA approve that this lead compound has the beneficial effect, so we can proceed with the portfolio and manufacturing to being manufactured to being to manufacture or to shipping to to others to prescribe the drug worldwide. So that is how I create a new blockbuster drug. So then for the second question is how to make this drug to be more potent is somehow like we know how the structure, chemical or the biological effect of this drug. So we need to play around with this structure. We need to play we need to know the structure activity relationship. If we take off like one part of the structure, what will happen if we put other things into the structure, what will happen whether it will give more benefit effects or it will give low therapeutic effect. So next, how to give more potent is like we need to increase the oral bioavailability and easy to dissolve and have good therapeutic index. So like uh, uh, a good drug is when it shows a high efficacy or affinity compares to the adverse effect. Like it give high affinity compare to already have drugs in the market. So this is how I make my drug is more potent. I think that's all for today. Thank you, doctor.